Stab you, stab you.
See, I think I hurt myself. Good thing I have this all fucking testing.
I
Damn,
hurt
son of a
myself.
bitch. I heard myself today. Just so I can still feel. Can you imagine playing that in your car?
What?
That fucking Johnny Cash Hurt song? I wouldn't be able to walk around, drive around like that. Yeah, or walk around. My Walkman, just listen to Hurt.
I feel like you play it after you get out of work and you've had like a really bad day.
I'm having a real bad day. I'm sorry. Anyways. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Doing our thing. Oh, Gary Eakin, thank you for liking the stream. Look at that big ol' ass stuff.
Man, that's a goddamn suggestion.
Being like a heart.
Get on it.
Babe, no, my butt.
What is up, folks? We're here yet again, chilling with you guys, hanging out, whatnot. Mauricio talking about that fucking thing. I tear my heart open just to be.
Oh, Mauricio, we were just talking about your sad ass.
Yeah, I know, you sad motherfucker. No, actually, what was happening is that since we play so much music in the after hours, we'll like listen to music right now and watch together, and it's kind of funny because if you play a certain type of angsty song, the first person that comes to mind is Mauricio. But you have good taste though, whether or not it's angsty or not. I think that was some of the best songs, by the way. Like, who wants to hear happy shit? I disagree with that heavily.
It reminds me of the sad days of middle school. Sometimes you gotta get like a reality check once in a while.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta get a reality check. Remember how the sad boy you were growing up.
But no, but like, dude, like, is there any songs that you feel are good just by being good and not because, like for me, like I can't get into happy songs because there's not enough of a deep beat.
Cause I'm not happy, motherfucker.
Well, no, it's just kind of like it just doesn't sound good. Like sometimes, like all that emotion, all that art just doesn't come out the right way when it's happy-go-lucky and shit.
I don't agree with that statement that your artist has to be depressed or constantly suffering in order to make good art. Though it sometimes is the case, but most of the time no. It's just the embracing of nihilism and the thought of that it increases creativity. But you can easily be happy and make good art still. Like I mean, fucking the song "Happy" literally was a bop for how long?
Well, by who? Michelle Branch?
No, by Pharrell Williams. Who the fuck is
No.
Michelle Branch?
Oh, you never heard the song by Michelle Branch? Happy Now?
Oh.
Ooh, boy, you're about to hear this. You're about to hear this. I'm gonna take you back to 2007, dog.
Look up my third eye. Shit, let's go.
Let's do this shit. Wait, third eye? What the fuck you talking about?
That's the pineal gland we trip on.
Son of a bitch.
AMC. I'm not talking about my penis.
Yeah, hopefully some of you guys remember this shit. Look at this white girl just trying to be Amy Lee and shit.
Oh, I remember this song. Never mind.
Yes, see what I'm saying? You happy now?
All right, this is one of those ones that I remember
God.
movies.
Jet, what's wrong with this? This is good. Look at that. She's just looking at the camera for some reason. Like, damn, like lens flare, bro.
I feel like this white girl angst is not being appreciated by Jet.
Exactly. God, she's not so happy now. Yeah, but like, Jet, do you feel the same way about like, you know, like sometimes the happy-go-lucky songs are not as good as maybe some of the angsty, sad songs?
I can sometimes be in the mood for either.
Oh shit!
What?
All right, so I had a thing where yesterday we were talking about like early 2000 movies, and I went on like a binge of like watching trailers and shit, and they all had like the uppity like happy college music and shit.
Oh, what's an example?
Oh, Two Princes.
Two Princes?
Wait, you everyone remember this shit because it was in most every trailer. It would be the first thing that pops up. I bet your ass.
By Spin Doctors?
Yeah, Spin Doctors.
Okay, let me see. Man, I can already tell that this might not be great, but I'm gonna look this up.
Oh no, this ain't great. This is fucking college like football and like just hanging around the quad hits.
Hanging around the quad hits, man. I wish I knew all this terminology. Oh yeah. Roxy, how much you want to slap Ganja right now for picking such a white boy ass song?
Yo, this was everywhere. Like all radio from 2002 to like 2008 was this basic white boy college music.
What are your thoughts about this, Rox?
So, did he just really go ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da in the fucking song? No.
No.
I don't like this. I don't like personally. I don't like this music. It just bothers the fuck out of me. Everywhere you go, you constantly fucking hear it. I don't want to hear fucking Shaggy from Scooby Doo going ba da ba da ba 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 in my fucking ear while I'm trying to shop. Every single time I go to the grocery store or I go back when I used to be able to shop, I can't now because of quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd always hear shit like this, and it would make me so irritated. I'm already mad that I can't find clothes. It's hard enough to find clothes for me, and then this is just sucking all the energy out of me. So I want to fucking leave.
One song that depresses me a lot too that I hear sometimes, and they don't play as much anymore. But you guys had to remember this shit being at the mall in the '90s, man. Lifehouse, Hanging by a Moment.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, dude. This is
I hate this fucking song.
Oh god, the way you.
Yo, man, I have flashbacks to fucking being in middle school, bro.
Yeah, man. And yet, who is that homeless man singing? Zoe saying she hates that fucking song. Kirk's with Jet. God, there's a lot of people in here just talking about some of these songs, but yeah, honestly, dude. Here's the thing: in Lifehouse in general, though, I didn't really mind them too much. This song's bad, but
It's all right. It's only bad because we all outgrew it, but we gotta remember the time and space we were in. Look at the motherfucker's haircut.
yeah, that's true.
It's a different time period. This is like talking shit about fucking rock, long hair rock metal from the 80s. Unless you get it, you don't really understand to the point that you appreciate it, and you just make fun of it. And that's kind of what this is for a lot of people at this moment.
Yeah, man. But yeah, people in the chat. Mauricio, that's another song I feel like we talked about before. But Story of the Year, Until the Day I Die. This was around a time where, man, I gotta tell you, I have a weird little, prejudice against, what are those fucking things called? Vans? A War Tour. It was a War Tour. I don't like bands that showcase that culture and that audience. But,
Oh
yeah,
man, it's like Good Charlotte, ain't it?
it's just like it, yeah. Good Charlotte,
Bro.
Newfound Glory, all these guys. This is kind of rough. It's all right though. The beginning of the song, because I can't play.
Oh,
without the
I
wrong
saw
controller.
Dobby in the background, Dave.
Hmm?
I saw Dobby in the background.
Who's
Oh, we ain't bringing that fucker up.
that?
No.
Wait, who's Dobby?
He's some scene artist that's possibly gonna be up on pedophilia charges allegedly.
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
being investigated. Well, 5 YouTubers came out with hardcore fucking evidence against him, and now he's being investigated by the FBI at this point.
Oh man,
Get his ass.
there's always so much shit going on with that.
I like how Jet jumped in.
Get him! Get him!
Well, Google
Go
him.
to the door right
Take a
now.
look at what this man looks like, and you'll be like, why haven't they thrown this man in prison a long fucking time ago with his fucking dirty ass?
His name's Dobby.
Yeah, Dobby.
Yeah, Dahvie, and then vanity at the end of it.
Oh, Davi. Okay, you said Dobby with a B. So good God, I'm looking over here. He's got a left
Yeah.
or right.
No, that's Jeffree Star. You have to go in images because
Oh, he's going on
Jeffree's in
right.
hot water right now. He got caught lying hardcore.
Yeesh. Yeah, I don't know, man.
That dude right there.
Someone didn't grow out of their scene phase.
That's not his real hair.
Ugh.
The dude that was his bandmate came out and put him on blast and said yeah, he would wear wigs from anywhere to 3 to 6 months straight, never washed, never combed out, nothing. And when he did take it off to switch it up, you would see blood, sweat, and just glue on the inside of his wigs.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of mad you stole Matt Hardy's fucking gimmick. Delete that whole fucking thing. Why are people doing this weird thing with, very light yellows and shit, where he looks like a fucking skunk? I've seen many people, yo, dude, look at this. That's skunk hair right there, dude.
He really does have straight up skunk hair.
Yeah,
That's him now.
He looks like he fucking smells. And
He's
he hasn't gotten
40
any sleep.
now.
Look at his fucking eyes.
He looks
hasn't gotten
like
no
the
goddamn sleep.
50-year-old scene kid.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Stupid. It's just fucking stupid. Kirk saying this is Nick in high school. No, I had Jinko pants, and I was the cool kid. By the way, can I just put
you
this out
weren't
here?
the cool kid. You were just the other kids fucking quoting Limp Bizkit and shit.
Yeah, which is cool for then. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You guys can make all you fucking people in this
All y'all
chat.
gonna sit around and hear the story of old Dirty Diaz.
Oh no, because here's the thing: these people in the chat, they're all cool nowadays because they get to learn how you're supposed to dress, right? But back in the day, we used to fucking have balls to try things out. And here's the thing: I did try things out. I had these fucking pants right here. I looked like an alien, and I looked like a cool ass alien. This shit is awesome, and they're comfortable.
Walk into the store with these pants on, everyone follows you because they know you're about to steal some shit.
I ain't steal a damn thing. All I stole was respect.
I never stole.
That's all I stole, goddamn. Look at this. She has no ass, but it doesn't matter. Look at that. If she had an ass, she's hiding it because those pants are so thick and they're so comfortable and they're so cool and they're so fashionable. And these are gonna come back one day, by the way. I guarantee you. I'll buy some fucking more. I'll prove it.
You could hide 2 liters in them pants.
Yeah, that, and you could hide a good bag of weed.
Jumpstunk says he was never cool. No, you're cool in our hearts right now. I feel like, no, seriously, dude, like back in the day, even if you did shit, I mean, dude, come on, look at the 90s. People wearing fucking
You would
fanny
jump
packs.
off the roof and fly to school with them on.
Huh?
You parachute pants wearing motherfucker.
Oh, fuck you, Kirk. No, man. Ryan said that's some cruel to build hair. For the other guy. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, like, these pants are comfortable. I feel like it's gonna come back because once again, too, back in the '90s, man, people were able to try so many different things. Like, look, it's crazy, but like, dude, like, everyone had their own style. Even people who were poor or whatever, like. You know, gangster dudes had their own fucking style. Mexican gangsters had their own style. You had the gothic kids with the big fucking trendy scene pants. You got fucking the Jinko pants. Everybody had their own type of thing, and you got to like dress your personality. So it was cool back then. Nowadays, everyone's wearing the same shit, trying to, oh, that's trendy. I guess I'll do that. Yeah, it's like, fuck you. This was the shit back in the day.
I was proud of my Jinkos.
Yeah, I know I got quiet here, and I'm sorry. I'm now getting very intense about these fucking
Gene
pants.
wants to know if you still owe a pair.
No, I don't. I mean, I probably do, but they're in the garage, like hidden in some bag that'll never showcase anybody in real life. But yeah, no, I didn't mind these at all. But yeah, I mean, I like how this was a derivative of the situation, talking about fucking story of the year over here and whatnot. But yeah, man, yeah, it's just back in the day. There's so many songs and so many albums and movies and all that shit that just kind of stick within, you know, a time in history. And I don't think that music's ever gonna be like story of the year and everything again. Really quick though, so there was this thing that Mauricio was telling me about last week that I finally got to watch a little bit of. It was called Play On Festival. It's basically this YouTube channel that gets a bunch of concerts and actually plays them, you know, because there's no concerts happening. I'm curious, Ganja, is there any particular band that you would like totally want to see kind of have their shit put on YouTube or something for free? Like what's a band that you like seeing perform?
Well, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the bands have already come out and done free performances, so I can't really touch too much on that because, like, I think they've been doing like a lot of DJ like competitions for the last month on Instagram Live. There's been constant like back and forth. So they had, for example, T-Pain versus Little John recently, and it was a great show. But besides that, you know, it was I'm kind of interested to see maybe the Gorillas do something because I like the virtual world that they create and the aspects of and the aesthetics they actually push out, especially now they got more of a dream kind of soothing kind of album going. So I'm thinking it's more like lounge type music. So it would go perfect for the vibe of just chilling.
Plus,
Green Day might be good. Green Day, if I get Green Day, I'll be cool with that. But I don't want them performing. I want it similar to what happened with Travis Scott, where they actually put in either artistic designs or do like a little sketch, or hell, even went to what the fucking Offsprings did, where they remade it Eye of the Tiger in their basement and just had a bunch of people dressed around like hazmat suit tigers and shit.
Yeah, and by the way, too, this did take over for like a whole night. I remember people were freaking the fuck out about it in the after hours. But this is Lil Jon versus T-Pain. I mean, it seemed to be just chilling. Hey!
No, they start off as chilling, but then it goes further into mixing. You might want to skip into a little bit ahead.
I skipped a whole
There we go.
ass. Here we go.
There you go.
All right.
Well, they fucked around for most of
what
it.
the fuck? Okay. Man, are we sure this was good?
It was good, but they fucked around for most of it, and he said the full version, and I'm looking at the 2-hour mark. Let's try skipping ahead at least 30 minutes to see if there's any played music.
This was a full 2 minutes of just people just like, here we go. Oh, I think I hear music from music artists. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, brother, I can play a CD too. I've heard that song when I was a kid. What the fuck? Like,
man, it's a whole set, man. He was mixing the whole time.
that's not okay. People gotta decipher what the meaning of mixing is. It's either mixing or it's, hey, I got that one CD. You want to hear that song? Sure. And you put it on. It's like, oh my god.
The whole time.
Yeah, like, that's just fucking crazy. It's like, that's like if I said, hey guys, so I'm not a musician, right? Or no, I am a musician. I'm gonna play something for you. I put on a corn CD, and I'm like, see, I made that. I press play. What up, bitch? Yes, pay me. No, come on, man.
But did you also mix that corn CD into some like other kind of track that blended in the sounds and the bass?
Give me a song. I'll put
there's
songs
more
at the same
to
time.
it than just, hey man, I press play. Don't get me wrong, there are some DJs, especially motherfuckers that you charge at the weddings, that just do that.
Oh, sorry. And then the same song plays again. Fucking like Gangsters Paradise. Here you go. Here's money. That's amazing. You're fucking incredible. You talented performer.
You can say that about pretty much anything at this point when it comes to music, man. Like, how repetitive have most genres got at this point?
You know, I don't know. Gene's like, Nick got bars. Yeah, I got chocolate bars, dog. I got fucking Kit Kats. I got some chocolate wafers. But yeah, man. By the way, boomboxes were the shit. By the way, they sell these speakers and whatnot, and I can't really find one that's really as good as like when you just put your shit into like an old stereo and just fucking blast that shit. Like, I had so much fun doing that back in the day. But Roxy, I'm gonna ask you really quick. Is there any particular artist that you would like to see perform like live on some kind of YouTube thing?
As of right now, there's like 3.
Okay, and where are those 3? We'll start with
Megan
the
Thee
first one.
Stallion, Cardi B, and My Chemical Romance.
Speaking of, My Chemical Romance. First off, I gotta just tell you around about My Chemical Romance. I can understand the other shit because I just don't understand things sometimes. But like, my God, My Chemical Romance is awful. Ganj was talking before we started, like, dude, I don't mind. I'm gonna find some way to go see them even after this coronavirus thing.
I would sacrifice my health.
Well, yeah, because his sister bought us tickets already. We're supposed to see them in September. Like, this is a family event. We're gonna go like with his mom and sister, and babe, is your little brother coming too?
Nah, I doubt that.
But okay, I didn't know that though. That does
So
suck.
it's a family affair. Like, we're all gonna go.
Well, I mean, you know what? By September, I think it'll be fine. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say that I'm gonna be fucking around. It's like, you said it was gonna be okay. You son of a bitch.
You promised me a good time, yes.
Yeah, but
It's your fault that I didn't go get to see like fucking My Chemical Romance. No,
you can
it's the fault of people who don't want to stay home.
Which we're gonna join in September if this concert still goes down.
But yeah, man, one thing I want to show really quick too, speaking of Megan Thee Stallion, which by the way, it's funny how she's just like brought up every now and then, kind of like Normani, where I hear her for like a week and then no one talks about her again. And maybe I just don't talk to enough people who are into this stuff. But
You're not.
But this Savage remix for or no, I guess it's just called Savage.
Oh shit, turn up.
Well, I can't turn too much because I'll get me in trouble. But yeah, guys, this is actually with Beyonce. It's pretty cool. She's I think Beyonce's a horse. I don't know. Actually, that horse is looking for Alan right now. Oh, where is he? But yeah. So when did the original Savage come out, Jet?
Not too long ago. I mean, this song's also big on TikTok for a certain time because people were making memes out of it and dances.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So it's probably gonna get. I mean, do you think it's gonna get to a point where everyone's just sick of it? Because it's like "Money" by Cardi B was so overplayed that became annoying quickly.
Gang, gang.
Money.
Yeah.
I mean, the song's good. I don't think they're gonna get tired of it too soon.
Yeah, but
it's a perfect TikTok song, so get ready of it. As long as the lockdown's going on, TikTok's gonna like take over the world. Also,
what's that?
It just got a great fucking beat, and like the cadence in which she delivers her like bars, it hits it. I actually don't like the Beyonce version too much. I like the original a lot better, but the remix is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I like the drums. I think it has
also Beyonce's like a mom, like with multiple kids, who's like a multi-billionaire. I'm not gonna believe like you're hustling in the streets, moving cocaine. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Bitch, shut up.
My whole thing is like, it doesn't mean that she
Hey
can't.
man, I still feel the same way when her husband tries to pull that shit.
Bitch, shut up.
By the way, Jay-Z is not black; he's OJ.
Okay.
When that shit came out,
when
that song came out, and it's just like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. I'm like, I don't know what that means. What is it? You're not orange.
Oh my god.
Like you are not.
No, you shut up
you're
too.
Not refreshing. AC goes good with breakfast. Like, I don't know.
No, that's not at all what it means.
What does it mean?
Just don't criticize him. Tell him, but I'm dying.
Are you
No, for
familiar
real.
with what happens with the whole OJ trial?
But wait, but Jay-Z never killed anybody, dude.
Oh, never mind.
No, because I'm looking, I'm like, what is OJ? And they're like, it's fucking
No,
orange
I'm
juice,
saying-
dog.
No, I'm asking. Are you familiar with like everything that happened with like the OJ trials?
Yeah, he got away with killing some white chick. And the boyfriend or something?
Well, on top of that, just basically like whenever people would come up to OJ and ask him questions about how is it like for an example, how is it like being like an African American in this particular like state of the country or whatever. It'd always be a hot topic like question that they throw off into minorities. And he'd be like, "What do you mean? I'm not black. I'm OJ." Like he's so like blind to the fact that yeah, he is a black man, but because of where he's grown up in that whole environment, he sees himself as a part of that.
Okay. 'Cause I just feel like, because sometimes, like, rappers will do some
I
shit.
don't think
like,
the simplified way of explaining it.
Yeah. No, I kind of get you in a sense now, but it's just kind of like, they should probably, like, I guess that's what they have, like, those long points of storytelling before the music video starts, because, like, we're about to say some dumb shit, so we're going to, like, give you all these, like, references so you understand. But, like, some of this is like, dude, like, and he's so confident, too. It even sound like a very intense song. He's like, yeah, I'm black, I'm OJ. Like, whatever. It's like, okay. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, shit. Forgot about that. Okay. God.
I got you twice.
You know how when people say like I don't care if you're purple, black, white, green, whatever, it's like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's great. I wish I just knew more of this shit too. I don't want to ask too many questions because then these moments happen. I look fucking stupid. But yeah, man. Well, apparently, just so you guys know, for anyone who didn't understand along with me, he's not saying that he's orange juice. He is definitely something else. So now that we got that out there, because when you watch a chat tech, you learn things, right? And it's like today we learned that a grown man is not a breakfast drink.
He's not a grown man's called himself juice.
It's just like, well, no, there's people like, I'm the juice, like I'm the juicy one. Like people do that shit. It's like, okay, well, is this like a new thing? Like a guy, like dude, when people started calling each other thoughts, I was like, okay, dude, like we have ran out of things to say. Like, why the fuck? Like no one even says, look at that hoe over there. Like that's not even a thing that people say. And it's like, oh, well, we need to make sure.
They don't say that. They say thought.
No, but thought's stupid. It's like thought's already used for something. It's a
Okay,
thing
then
that's in
don't
your
use
brain.
it. Hey.
No, because
That's a positive thing now.
So literally, like what's the
I'm
expiration
getting
date?
tired of all this goddamn black slang. Don't use it.
Well,
Yeah.
nothing too. It's like hella too. That's like a white girl slang. All slang's stupid.
Who says hella?
They were before. It was fucking terrible. That whole
Yo,
Kanye
that's
does
still
it.
cool.
Those white girls.
Yeah, or G shit. Like, what does G stand for? That's gangsta shit. Really? Because like
That is most definitely gangster shit. Certified. Look, check the card.
Babe, you sound like the kids I used to work with in fucking juvenile crisis, for fuck's sake.
I'm a juvenile still in crisis. So you know, about to turn it up.
the chat check is hella fire. Yeah, man. I don't know. Fucking A. So, hey, I'm sorry for not knowing a lot of these things, and we'll move on from this. I promise. Anyways.
You old motherfucker.
But here's the thing, though.
Juicy.
There's some shit going on with the Universal. I read some of this stuff, but like at a certain point, it just gets kind of like, wow, I can't believe these companies are acting so fucking pathetic. But Universal and AMC are not getting along right now. No. Basically, AMC kind of went out there and said, hey, listen, we're not going to be putting any of Universal movies on our shit because you pretty much disrespected us and the contract, and just a general like, common sense. Like, hey, you're gonna make a bunch of money, sending your money straight to, or sending your audience straight to home to watch your fucking movies. Like, well, fine then. Don't put that over here. We're giving you a platform. And they got upset. And I thought it was like, okay, it's just AMC versus Universal. But what's happening right now is that Regal, Harkins Theaters, all these other people, they're coming out and they're completely in defense of AMC. And they're pissed the fuck off. And they're just like, I forgot who it was. I think it was Regal. But they put out this long ass thing talking about like, the what do we call it? Like the unspoken rules and like respect that movie theaters and these studios have for each other, and that Universal just said fuck it. So my big question here, man, is I'll start with you, Ganja. Like, what are you feeling about this, as well as the fact that do you think Universal Studios even needs these These fucking theaters.
Well, that's one of the main reasons these theaters are getting so mad and they're actually throwing such a big hissy fit is if it actually comes out that they are truly not needed, not in this like even the slightest, the video to on demand system is going to get to the point where most theaters are either going to get maybe big blockbusters that people have to go see in theaters because of the screen, the quality of the projector, and all that good shit. Whereas the vast majority of them are going to go straight to DVD or straight to VOD, depending on how they do this. And what that would mean is Netflix would be a real competition, Amazon would be a real competition. Every streaming platform down to Disney Plus would be a competition against active movie theaters. And one of the reasons they kind of stay afloat right now is they maintain a monopoly on new releases. Everyone knows now you got to wait, 3-4 months, maybe even 5 before a movie gets released on VOD or even on DVD.
Yeah.
And for the longest, they were even doing VOD for a little while. You had to wait, I think, a good 2-3 weeks after it came out on DVD before it even appeared on any streaming platform. So it's getting to the point now that they're just trying to maintain their monopoly, and it's just really just capitalism at its finest, with these guys just using the power they control with traditional media and trying to punish the studio. But if Trolls really made that much money that it scared most of these theaters to ban Universal as a brand in itself, we might be seeing the new future of media entertainment and going straight to your home.
Absolutely. And Mauricio's question I want to ask solely to Roxy right now because I think she can answer this the best, and that's going to be my main question to her too. But he wants to ask you, Roxy, that what movies are worth seeing in a movie theater and what movies should be seen in the small screen. And I feel like you and I both are on the same mental platform with this. But how would you answer that?
For me personally, I feel like comedies or anything involving a big genre, a big niche thing. Well, not necessarily niche, but it doesn't appeal to all audiences, but maybe tailors to a particular audience, like a Dragon Ball Z movie. Mm-hmm. Or did I say comedies already? Horror movies is another one for me.
That's what I was
And action. I like action too, because something about just feeling your seat vibrate and hearing everything just loud in your face, you're pumped up, your dick's hard, you're just yeah.
Yeah, and the biggest thing for me, by the way, man, I just looked this movie up just for images, and already spoilers hit 2 minutes ago apparently. So if something comes up, people, I'm sorry, and I don't want to spoil myself, but I guess word's coming out about who Michael Myers kills in this fucking movie, so I'm nervous now. But Halloween Kills, I think that with Universal having this underneath their fucking umbrella of movies that are going to be coming out soon, as well as Candyman, The Rise of Gru, a bunch of other shit, Jurassic World. But especially Halloween Kills, I don't think I really had to see this in a movie theater. You know what I mean? This is something that I would imagine, dude, imagine they do a really good deal with Shudder, and Shudder fucking puts this thing out super quick. This would blow up their subscription service and be fucking great competition for anybody else competing against them. Would you agree with that, Rox, or not?
Yeah. If you made this a Shudder only exclusive kind of thing, do you realize how much bank Shudder would make?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's fucking crazy. And yeah, I mean, Jed, I'm wondering what you feel about this too. Do you think that do you think Universal Studios needs all these movie theaters at all?
I mean, with the success of Trolls, do they?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so.
Yeah, especially Rise of Gru. I feel and this is a big thing too, especially when.
Well, that's gonna do well anyway because the 40-year-old moms are horny for the Minions.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, man, Austin said too, Nick, you got to think about the international markets. Yeah, and that's another thing too, where I don't know if this is going to affect them as well, but yeah, because they are some movie-going motherfuckers. Even when Transformers doesn't do well here, or Terminator or whatever, it does so well overseas. So that's one of the biggest things that might be affected by this. But I think they're more concerned domestically, if anything else. And yeah, except for something like Jurassic World or whatever the fuck, dude, Rise of Gru, that's so much easier to kind of sit your kids at home, watch that in front of a fucking TV or something. But yeah, man, do you feel like this is going to be a situation though where they can't get along, or you think this is just something that's happening now and they're not going to, I feel like they're going to solve this by the end of the year. But Roxy, do you agree with that?
I'm on the same side as you, where I feel like they are going to get rid of this later on down the line, because a lot of the heavy hitter movies that are coming out are coming from Universal, like Halloween Kills, the new Jurassic World movie, the Fast and Furious movie, the Minions movie, and then the Purge movie that's supposed to be coming out. These are all big heavy hitters that fill up the seats whenever people want to go see this. These are dedicated fan bases, or even just people who want to just see a movie just for the hell of it. these fucking movies bring in like so much fucking money that I feel like in the long run they're gonna end up losing a lot by choosing not to show any kind of Universal movies at all. Candyman too was another one.
That's a big
Candyman's
one.
coming out. That's gonna be a heavy hitter.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking massive, and that's the biggest thing about this too. Where I'm just like, okay, well they gotta pay these people as well. I mean, you got fucking cats like Fast 9 who had these inflated contracts ahead of time. They're gonna be like, dude, like mathematically, you cannot do this. So maybe it's like,
well, that's the biggest thing with that's why people are so pissed. Is as much as we want to side with Universal and their chances of making some extra dough and get people straight to the consumer, they did break a lot of contracts with doing this. So Universal is kind of on the wrong, and that's why you're seeing very few support in terms of studios for Universal.
Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, like my biggest thing too is, look, Universal Studios has a lot of money, especially looking at something like Trolls, because I'm pretty sure that movie didn't cost as much as it did to make to rank in. What's really stopping them from just making their own movie theater? You know, go to Universal Studios Theater. You know what I mean? Like,
the thing with the movie theaters is it's not usually worth the money anymore unless you got an establishment that's already has like high customer base, as well as the fact that it's an established brand like AMC or Alamo Drafthouse or the other big movie chains that you see now. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's you see very rare mom and pop places that aren't just grandfathered in.
Yeah. One thing too that I want to bring up, because this was really confusing. I didn't think of this on my own, guys. It's just I saw a comment. I was like, holy shit! I started laughing. But we went to Florida in Orlando last year, and there's this big ass AMC theater in the very beginning of the Universal City Walk. What are they gonna do? Like, how do you think they're handling that situation? Do you think that?
I think Universal Studios could just buy it and just name it something else, and maybe sell it out to an outside theater company. Because even though AMC is going out of business, not all movie theaters are going out of business.
Yeah, because it's like that would be a really weird, awkward move, right? Like they come in and everyone's moving their shit out. It's like, yeah, get your shit and get the fuck out. Fuck you.
Shit, they might just do when other chains buy out other chains and just like, oh, this used to be a McDonald's. Well, I just bought the building, all the staff now. Here's your Wendy's costumes, and let's go.
Yeah, it's just like a bad breakup. Like, ew, dude, you fucking like. That's the biggest thing about this too is like, you know, whether or not that, you know, Universal pulled some bullshit. Which, by the way, it's like I like how AMC and all these other businesses are like, hey, you decide not to fail like us. It's like, can you understand where Universal's coming from? Like, y'all filed for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Like, dude. You know, it doesn't look too appeasing to kind of sit by your side and sit in the chair of loss and failure. It's like, you be happy that someone's succeeding in this fucking situation right now. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. And like Julian said, yeah, Universal played the fuck out of AMC, and it sucks. But at the same time, I kind of get it. I don't want to fail too. It's Corona, dude. How long is this shit gonna last? You gotta make some kind of fucking money.
Well, not only that, it's the best time for them to try to make.
Yeah.
I guess make the best business moves to take over shit.
Thank you, eMike93.
Oh yeah, thank you very much, man, for the bits. And he's talking about, do you remember the Big O? I actually do not remember the Big O. I never even heard of it, but
it's basically anime Batman with giant robots.
That sounds fucking awesome. I'm gonna look this up really quick.
I didn't get it as a kid, but it probably will be a cool anime now to check out.
It's still pretty convoluted now, but okay. Yeah, it looks fun.
Wait, look, it's like Batman Ninja. Look at that background.
That's not Batman Ninja.
What? Everything that's comparable to Batman?
It's
Ninja's
actually watchable.
Batman Ninja's watchable. Come on now. Come on now.
It's not.
Is that the one where the Joker is just like a demon or some shit?
No, like I don't know. I mean, who
knows?
No,
they're all like samurais and stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Big O. I don't know, man. It looks. I'm gonna be honest. It looks stupid. It really is. But I gotta tell you, I'm curious because like I like the designs, I like the darkness, and I don't mind like the drawing of this too. Like it looks alright.
That girl right there, who's also basically a robot, was so fucking sassy.
In what sense? Like just like black sassy?
She had some comebacks too. She wasn't putting up with no one shit.
She was savage.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I guess in a world like that, you had to be. But I never heard of Big O. Like, I mean, is it not very popular, or am I just being like ignorant?
It wasn't too popular in Japan, but like since we love Batman here and whatnot, it actually did pretty well over here when it was airing on was it Toonami or was it Adult Swim? I'm gonna say Toonami.
Yeah. But no. Yeah. Speak for yourself about liking Batman. I'm sick as fuck of Batman. I know you love Batman, Jet. You know, I know you be just watching Batman all day with your ass.
Now you can keep my name out your mouth.
Yeah, at some point too, like people. By the way, if we get like, a certain amount of subs, we can end up guilting her into watching Joker, because that's like a big thing I want to do. Like, I won't be happy with my life unless she watches that movie.
When have you ever seen me watch a movie that I said I wasn't gonna watch?
Fucking Freddy Krueger, all of them.
No, I didn't basically put my foot down and say I'm never watching these movies.
Okay, we kind of said that with Joker though, so I'm just saying. But like,
yeah, I did say that with Joker, and I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's only been a few months. At some point you will. But yeah, oh, and then they're saying over here too, the first 13 episodes were on Toonami, and the last 13 episodes were on Adult Swim. Wow, that's kind of crazy, because I would imagine that Toonami and Adult Swim have so different fucking, like fans, or what we call it, like watchers, whatever the case. Demographics, that's the word I'm looking for. So I don't know, I wonder if like one of them didn't do so well. It's like, I don't like this on my channel. I'm trying to watch some other shit. Speaking of, and it's funny because like there's other topics I had, but we gotta talk about this really quick. The Midnight Gospel. Really quick, can y'all tell me who the fuck this is
Praise
for?
in the word of LSD that created this TV show.
Dude, who the fuck was this for?
This is for Duncan Trussell's fans.
Duncan Trussell?
Duncan Trussell fans.
Yeah. That sounds like in the back of ruffles and shit. Okay, so this has actually been bothering me a lot lately. I think this has been like moving into my bad dreams, because I've been having lots of bad dreams as of late, and they've been like deep, fucked up dreams. Now this show's not really scary. I'm not like, I don't think I'm trying to overhype this, whatever. And I honestly, it was so fucking mind numbing because there's so much kind of shit going on. I'm just kind of like, oh right, like, you know what I mean? But Jen, who do you think this is for, by the way? And did you like this?
I mean, I like the animation. I feel like this show is basically if I fell asleep while watching something on Adult Swim, one of their crazy like shows, this would basically be my dreams.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I know we'd be reviewing this, which, I mean, I guess as far as the review goes, I will say something like, hey, I think it's a cool idea that a podcast is just kind of rolling, and then they're just animating all this shit and trying to make a narrative out of it. I think that's pretty cool. Subjectively, I don't think it was that interesting. I think that there's a lot of stuff on here that's kind of just like, hey, here's a bunch of crazy shit.
All right, so I kind of want to watch it with you maybe at some point, because I feel like a lot of the philosophy was kind of deep, like philosophical stuff that you want to get like in if you take psychology courses and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And other than that, if you didn't get any of like the nuances that they were getting at, any type of the aesthetics they were using in terms of the jargon, you got lost in it, and the animation did not help, because I was trying to figure out what they were trying to interpret it with the animation as well as much as the dialogue that was going on within the podcast. And I kept getting lost in the animation as well as the crazy words that were going on. It honestly felt like a drug trip. It felt like I was on mushrooms, where I was having like a good breakthrough, where I was figuring out my life and choices I should make to better myself. But I'm also seeing wild shit, so it's not holding too well.
Thank you, Omega, by the way. Really appreciate the follow, man.
Thank you, Omega. Thank you for the follow, brother. So, like, I got what this was going for, but I didn't appreciate it because this felt like a lot of hippie self-improvement shit.
See, I didn't really get that from there, because I think it was self-improvement. I think it was just like, hey, listen, we can all have different ideologies or something, and then still kind of like combine them at the end of our particular stuff, you know what I mean, and say, hey, no one was wrong, blah, 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 we all have our own fucking thing. It's just to kind of get you to have a reason to look into yourself, which, by the way, I hate shit like that. That's why I don't like Black Mirror, because it's like, hey, let's trivialize this fucking thing just for the sake of, we don't have an idea for a show, so you just want to do the most minimalistic shit so you can kind of watch it and go, whoa, let's have a discussion. This was attempting to do that, but it was so short and so crazy that there wasn't enough time for me to like stop and say, hey, let's have a conversation about it. It was just kind of like, whoa, fuck. Next, you know what I mean? But there was one point here, so because this is like the first time I actually even admitted this to even like Jet. Like, this is actually, I usually I would never say this on the show. I would usually say this like in a private call or something. But yeah, Jet, do you want to call me out on any particular thing that happened, with that last episode?
Do I want to call you out
on any particular thing when we were watching the last episode? Like, did you notice anything?
No, I can't say that I did.
How about you, Gunter?
I'm gonna go ahead and say you cried like a bitch.
Yes.
Because I did too.
Yeah, me and Gunter are muted.
Oh, I was crying my ass off, Jen. I don't know if you noticed, but we were cracking jokes, me and her, and I just disappeared for like the last 10 minutes of that.
I was inconsolable. Like,
yeah,
my heart hurt like a motherfucker, dude. Like, bad. Like, it's almost affecting me now as I'm talking about it.
I was just sitting here just waiting for like, dang, this is going on for a long time. Hey, what do you guys think about this? And then you guys are basically just over there just crying and hugging and shit.
No, dude, no, like literally, dude. I would if we were watching this in like together, like physically, I would have to be, hey, dude, shut that shit off. Like, I'm not doing this right now. Like, no way. Like, I'm not fucking
crying
doing
in
this
front
right
of y'all.
Oh, dude. Like, and I remember like I would like mute myself and say a joke, and then I had to like there'll be some other like layer they just added onto it. I'm like, oh fuck, and like I had to like mute myself again. So I'm like, dude, stop fucking crying. Like, you're fucking 30 years old, you fucking big old pussy. Like, what the hell? And I couldn't help it, man. And
my pussy said I couldn't stop crying.
But that's one of those things, like, you have to give a show respect for making it be like that, dude. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, do you feel that way at all? Like, did it make you like it more because they kind of shocked you into like, hey, by the way, feelings, motherfucker.
I'm wondering if it's a Rick and Morty effect, and what I mean by that is the last episode where one of the episodes where Rick tries to kill himself because he loses a girl that he really actually does love and care for because of his crazy antics. And after that, the show has rarely touched on anything that deep, except for maybe the relation between the parents. But honestly, man, we had so much bullshit before that I think the episode got to me because, one, it was actually a real conversation he had with his mother as she was currently dying from cancer. Not on the deathbed, but just as she was going through the progression of it before she ended up getting like really sick off of it. So it hit the heartstrings, especially if you have any kind of relative that you're worried about passing on or has health problems that can eventually take them unsuspectedly. But besides that, every episode was, like I said, just very like self-improvement hippie shit that would sometimes go on his word and be like, it's not real anyways, man, do drugs.
Yeah, Lucky Dog Podcast. Hey, dude, greetings to you too, good sir. I don't know who the fuck Peter Lorre is, by the way, because I'm so bad when it comes to movies or any kind of things like that. But yeah, anybody in chat, let us know how it affected you. Like Lucky Dog, right now we're talking about the Midnight Gospel and how it made us turn into bitches and shit. But like, yeah, dude, like I appreciate when something can make me get like that. Austin saying he cried.
What actually ended up making you cry anyway? Was there a specific part or like the whole thing?
It was the whole thing. Here's what fuck me. It's kind of ganja that made me cry. You fucking motherfucker. Because I asked you, I was like, yo, is this real, dog? Like, I asked you, I was like, yo, is this real? And you're like, yeah, his mom died. And I'm like, wait, so is this like on a literally podcast? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, nah. And then like, as she's talking, and then as like they kind of reveal that she's had cancer or something of that nature, I was like, oh my god, this is fucked up. Like, this is fucked up. Why is he doing this? And then like when his character starts crying, and you're talking about like, by the way, like they show some really awful shit, talking about like the recycling of life and everything, and I was like, okay, like this is kind of what they should probably do in religious stuff, because this made a believer out of me. But the problem is, the belief to have is that no matter what, you're gonna die, nothing matters. So it just made me have this existential crisis of like, dude, who gives a fuck? Like, why should I even fucking wake up tomorrow? Like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah, dude, and it kind of goes to show you, and this is something I really wish other things would do, by the way, is like this shit was kind of funny the whole time. I mean, it was brutal, but it was like edgelord brutal, like crazy bullshit stuff. And then all of a sudden, just it surprised you, like, hey, so we got you nice and comfortable in this college humor, stupidity, drug fucking world. Now let's bring some adult, real life shit to you. And it was like, no. Oh God! And you're like in there, and there's nothing you can do.
I wasn't ready.
Nick's losing his sight, losing his mind. Yeah, dude, fucking. But yeah, Midnight Gospel. Because of that last episode, I gotta give this fucking show like a 3 out of 5. I strongly recommend you guys watch it and see how it affects you. See if it makes you cry. See if it makes you have a bigger, appreciation for the people you love, man. Like your family, your brothers, your sisters, your mom, your grandma, like. There's a lot of people out there I just don't think appreciate family, and family is the most important fucking thing at the end of the day, even if your family sucks, because that's always gonna be your foundation. And I feel like this thing kind of gives you appreciation for it, no matter what shit you're going through. Because yeah, we're all gonna lose everyone we fucking love, dude. And like, not to get all too emotional and too deep here, but like, yeah, I like when something challenges me to fucking do that. But Jet, what would you rate this, and any closing moments about the Midnight Gospel?
Like I said, I don't think I liked it as much as you two did, because like that last one, I mean, it had some strong parts and whatnot, especially like with his mom. But even then, like leading up to that, the episodes, like, most of the time I was looking at the animations. I was trying to listen into the stuff they were talking about, but it got to me, where it's like, oh my god, like, I can't, I don't understand most of the stuff they're saying. Like, I basically was paying attention to the animation for some moments, and all of a sudden when I tune back into what they're saying, they're already on another topic. I'm just, oh god, fuck. Yeah. I don't think this is completely the show for me. But the thing is, it wasn't terrible though, so I can't really give it a low score. I'll give it a 3 as well.
All right, how about you, Mr. Ganja Guru?
I give it a 3.
Give it 3, yeah. Once again, man, like I said, these shows, I think that, like another one too, to just put that there, like, fuck it, let's talk about crying shit, right? The first documentary for the Mr. Rogers thing, I think it was Who Wants to Be My Neighbor, some shit. So my bad. And Corey's calling me. Dang it.
My neighbor.
Talk to the chat really quick. I'm going to answer this. I think Corey's going to be starting soon, guys, so I'll be right back.
Ooh, y'all about to get that healthy double toasted up in your booty holes. So what you guys been up to?
You talking to me, or you talking to the chat?
I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to you, lovely ladies. Whoever's willing to answer the question.
Oh, okay. I've been on a Mariah Carey binge.
Really? Why?
I don't know. A lot of her songs have just been popping up lately, and it's just like, okay, I'm gonna listen to that.
The only Mariah Carey song that I can really bop to, like, on a constant repeat, and Roxy hates it because she doesn't like this kind of DJ style of music remixing, and it's We'll Be Together or some shit like that. And it's high pitched, but it's got a constant synth tone to it. So it kind of sounds like a chipmunk singing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she hates that fucking sound effect. Because I was jamming to one time, she was like, you need to turn that shit off because I don't like Alvin singing that song.
By the way, people, so we're going to get the fuck out of here, but I just want to answer a couple of questions. For one, Adrian Torres 2002 asking, where's Alan? Alan last week actually quit. I've already explained it, so definitely go back, like, maybe, I think it was last Saturday, where I kind of explained, like, why he left and the reasons why. And, to entice you to watch even more so, I will say that it wasn't just I want to do something else. It was like, no, it was personal reasons. So you can go ahead and check that out. But yeah, no, Alan actually is a pretty cool guy, though. You can find him on Facebook. He's one of the moderators in Children of the Tale, so definitely check him out. And he still does podcasts with my boy over here, Mr. Ganja Guru. Speaking of that, why don't you tell people where to find both of you guys and talk about what you do?
You guys can check us out on the Illuminati Podcast on the Metropolis Collective on Facebook, as well as on Spotify, Google Podcasts, a bunch of other motherfucking places you can find us, even our radio. So, with that podcast, we do cultural stuff. We do politics. We even fuck around sometimes and talk about documentaries with my boy Alan, the Birdman Check Z, and of course, the Great Ruthless Wonder, as well as a bunch of other products on the show. So go check out the Metropolis Collective. If you like the Mighty Podcast, make sure to check out the other programs on there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got a Twitter called Red Ganja Guru. Go subscribe.
Absolutely.
Whatever the fuck it is.
Ryan saying, rest in peace, Bird Boy. Well, he's not dead yet, but he will die eventually. But anyways, guys, we're going to get the fuck out of here, though. If Corey hasn't started yet, he's going to start literally within seconds. But I do not want to keep you guys here for much longer because it is what it is. I'm going to raid somebody, though. Ooh, I'm going to raid the good old Mr. Christopher Juicy Herman. So, with that said, booty. Seriously, guys, though, I love you all very much. Thank you for hanging out with us for as long as you did. And definitely come back tomorrow. We're going to be playing some video games for the pre-show for 8-Bit Crumbs. And I want you guys to be part of it. I want you guys to be some backseat gamers. I want help with this shit because I'm pretty bad sometimes. So, hang out with me. Once again, love y'all, and yeah, stay freaking toasty as it's song, please. There it goes. Jesus. Pisses me off, man. Anyways, alright, guys.
People mad. People mad.
We love y'all so much. Goodbye.
People angry.
Damn it. Go enjoy that double toasted goodness.
Of your body. Your body.
Your body.
Your body.
Jump on it. Get to it.
Ride it. My part.